If you're in the market for a smartwatch, chances are you've come across two heavyweights: the brand new Apple Watch Ultra 3 and Garmin's latest Fenix 8 Pro. Both of these watches are designed for explorers, athletes, and people who want cutting-edge safety and fitness tools strapped to their wrist. But here's the catch: they take very different approaches, and deciding between them isn't as simple as just picking the one with the longest feature list. So today, let's break it all down. We'll go over design, display, connectivity, satellite features, health and fitness tracking, battery life, and of course, price. By the end, you'll know which one is the better fit for you. Apple has refined the Watch Ultra 3 with its largest display yet. Thanks to LTPO 3 wide-angle OLED technology, the bezels are 24% thinner and off-angle brightness has improved. The always-on refresh rate is now 1 Hz, meaning you can finally see a live ticking second hand without flicking your wrist. It's a clean, modern, and bright display, but brightness is the same as the Ultra 2, so don't expect a massive jump in sunlight readability. Garmin takes a different path with the Fenix 8 Pro. The standard version gets a brighter display than the Fenix 7, and if you go all out for the Micro LED edition, you're looking at up to 4,500 nits of brightness. That's eye-searing on paper, though in real-world use it's only marginally better outdoors compared to the standard Pro. The downside? The Micro LED model eats through battery life at alarming speed and costs a staggering $2,000, double the already expensive base Pro. Also, Garmin still hasn't made a smaller 43mm version, so the watch remains bulky and heavy. Not great if you have smaller wrists. Apple wins for sleekness and usability. Garmin's standard Pro holds its own outdoors, but the Micro LED version feels like a tech demo with poor value. This is where both watches made their biggest leaps. Apple added 5G cellular and direct satellite communication. The Ultra 3 can text emergency services, message friends and family, and share your location even when you're completely off the grid. It uses LEO satellites, which orbit closer to Earth, so messages send faster with lower latency. But you do need to orient the watch toward the sky for reliable connection. All of this is free for 2 years, which undercuts Garmin's subscription model. Garmin's Fenix 8 Pro now supports LTE messaging, calls, and live tracking, along with satellite messaging. You can send check-ins, short texts, even voice snippets. But unlike Apple, Garmin relies on geostationary satellites through the Skylo network, so coverage is more limited, mainly the US and parts of Europe, extending only 50 miles offshore. SOS also routes through Garmin's paid Response Center service, which costs extra on top of your LTE or satellite subscription. Pricing ranges from $7.99 to $9.99 per month, and the setup process is a headache with multiple apps. Apple's satellite system feels simpler and more consumer-friendly, especially with the free trial period. Garmin offers more communication modes but ties them behind subscriptions and has weaker coverage. Apple has leaned hard into being a health guardian. The Ultra 3 introduces hypertension notifications, which use the optical heart sensor to passively analyze blood vessel response over a 30-day period. It can alert you if it detects signs of chronic high blood pressure, a condition that affects over 1 billion people worldwide. The feature is still awaiting FDA clearance but is expected to roll out in 150-plus countries. Apple also added a new sleep score, drawing from studies with millions of nights of data. It evaluates sleep duration, consistency, and interruptions to give you a clear quality rating every morning. On top of that, you still get ECG, irregular rhythm notifications, blood oxygen, sleep apnea warnings, and ovulation estimates. Garmin, on the other hand, takes a more athlete-centric approach. You still get sleep tracking, body battery, and heart rate monitoring, but it doesn't have advanced clinical-style alerts like Apple's hypertension notifications. Garmin is great at showing training load and recovery, but if you're looking for medically validated health insights, Apple is clearly ahead. For health and wellness tracking, Apple dominates. Garmin prioritizes training performance over clinical features. Fitness features. Apple's Workout Buddy, powered by Apple Intelligence, gives real-time spoken coaching based on your workout data. It adapts dynamically to your heart rate, pace, milestones, and activity rings. The workout app itself has been redesigned for easier customization, and integration with Apple Music and podcasts adds convenience. For athletes, Apple's Ultra 3 supports runners with the most accurate GPS in a sports watch, customizable metrics, and automatic track running detection. Cyclists get power meter support and functional threshold power estimates. Swimmers have stroke detection, SWOLF scoring. Divers get the Oceanic Plus app, turning the watch into a dive computer, while golfers benefit from third-party apps like GolfShot and Arccos. Garmin's Fenix 8 Pro continues to be the gold standard for endurance athletes. It offers deep metrics for nearly every activity you can think of. From VO2 max, to training readiness, to detailed cycling dynamics. Battery life means you can log multi-day expeditions without worrying about charging. And because Garmin isn't locked to an ecosystem, it integrates better with third-party fitness platforms like Strava and Training Peaks without needing extra subscriptions. Garmin still leads for hardcore endurance athletes, but Apple has closed the gap with features like Workout Buddy and expanded third-party support. This is the Achilles heel for Apple. The Ultra 3 delivers up to 42 hours of daily use, or 72 hours in low-power mode. Continuous outdoor tracking with GPS and heart rate lasts about 20 hours. With fast charging, you can get 12 hours of use in just 15 minutes, but you're still charging it almost every other day. Garmin crushes Apple here. The Fenix 8 Pro lasts weeks on a single charge depending on usage. Even with LTE, you'll get multiple days before needing to recharge. The microLED version, however, is a battery hog, and its longevity is closer to Apple's territory, which makes its price even harder to justify. Garmin wins by a landslide in battery life, especially for multi-day adventures. Finally, let's talk money. The Apple Watch Ultra 3 comes in at $799, the same as last year. For what you're getting, satellite messaging, 5G, advanced health features, it's a strong value. The Garmin Fenix 8 Pro starts at around $1,199, about $400 more than the Ultra 3. And if you want the flashy micro-LED edition, that's around $2,000. Add in the ongoing subscription fees for LTE and satellite, and Garmin gets expensive quickly. So, which one should you get? If you want a true smartwatch that blends premium design, advanced health monitoring, great fitness tools, and the convenience of Apple's ecosystem, the Apple Watch Ultra 3 is the smarter pick. It's more affordable, user-friendly, and those 2 years of free satellite messaging are a huge bonus. But if you're a serious endurance athlete or outdoor adventurer who needs long battery life, advanced training metrics, and doesn't mind paying extra for LTE and satellite, then the Garmin Fenix 8 Pro is the better tool. It's less about polish, more about performance and reliability in the wild. So the real question is, do you want the smarter watch or the tougher watch?